Hi, everyone. My name is Karen Zeminski, and welcome back to the Human Body Systems Training Kit. We're going to start by talking about lessons 1 and 2. And the initial investigation, which is considered investigation number 1, is more of a pre-assessment. It allows teachers to identify the preconceptions students have about organs, as well as start to look at how much they actually know about their bodies and where the organs might go. So it's basically a paper with organs and a paper with a picture of the body. Students cut and paste. I like them to work in groups. It's also helpful to start getting them talking about what they know with one another. This is also a great time to follow up this activity with a question or an exit ticket to have students identify what they think the digestive system does for the body. This is a picture of the organs that come with the kit that the students will cut out. Be careful that students don't lose them. I have them only cut out the ones that they're ready to paste into their notebooks. The small green one, the gallbladder, tends to get lost very frequently, so I actually make extra copies of that one. Lesson 2 is moving through the digestive tract, and students are introduced to the organs in the digestive tract and the importance of their order, as well as understanding how food moves through the tract. Notice that I have pointed out a small section at the start of each unit where they provide you with a list of materials as well as overall concepts and objectives. So make sure you're using the teacher's guide. It's actually very helpful. When the students are creating a lab report or a lab write-up, consider the type of higher order questions that you want the kids thinking about. This kit lends itself to a lot of higher order thinking skills, which may not be developed at the start of 6th grade, but certainly as you move along, the kids will get more comfortable with this. I do want to say, as students are starting to measure the intestines, because they'll be making a model of the small intestine, of the entire intestinal tract, you want to make sure that when they get to the small intestine, because you'll notice that down here, it's 690 centimeters long, they're going to be confused at first about how to do this measurement. Now notice that they're using a standard measuring tape, so they're going to have to measure and then slide it down and keep measuring to equal the 690 centimeters. This is something that I always ask them about the prior day so that we don't have a lot of errors on the actual day we're doing this. This should take about one 80-minute period, or you can squeeze it into a 60-minute period, which is what I do by having students start the measurements the previous day. You should also have students do the main part of this activity in the hallway if possible. That way, everybody has enough room to spread out because the tubing is quite long. You also want to be sure that when you're setting this kit up that you're using the tubing that is open on both ends. You'll get tubing that's open on both ends as well as tubing that's sealed on one end. Make sure that you can separate the two as soon as you get the kit to count how many intestines you'll have. Also, it can get a bit oily when the students are trying to put the tennis ball into the tubing. Make sure that you stretch out the end of the tubing a bit to help facilitate that process. Also remember that you're going to need to create lessons to bridge the activities to one another, and using the background information in the book is always very helpful.